Hey folks, welcome back to Around the Yard. Had a little mishap with the 445. The track kind of came off. So it started with the lower bogey wheel down there. And in the past, I think we've lost a front bogey wheel, and I was able to just kind of twist and rock the machine and it popped back in. This got worse when the sprocket came off. Unfortunately, it was in the middle of having rock delivered. Hang on, let's wait for this jet. All right, folks, welcome back. We've got a lot of time-lapse footage, so hopefully you'll see that either before this or after. But basically, we had 4 loads of gravel brought in on quint axle dump trucks. Most of the loads were 22. I guess all the loads were 22 tons. It was just 22.2 or 22.8. We've got about 3/4 of a load back over here. I'll just pan over. So that was number 4 load. We put about 3/4 of it there, and then I had one little hole to fill in. So had the driver drop the last little bit kind of right out in here in front of the camera. And I pushed that over. Unfortunately, we couldn't use this machine. So to kind of show you what's going on here. This bogey wheel is what came off that track. Actually, it looks a little bent, so I wonder if we didn't break something. Yeah, this could be fun. That should be pretty much in line with that sprocket, and it's not. So hopefully we didn't break something by twisting and moving around, but if we did, we'll be putting tires on this machine for the first time since we've owned it. So here's what it's supposed to look like. So nice straight line, not so straight, little crooked, running downhill. But on the good note, we have other case equipment, so I was able to, with the bucket and the dozer blade on the Mini X, get this spread out and kind of tracked in halfway. Like I said, we haven't had any moisture, any rain of any sort in weeks, so this is pretty dry, which actually meant that the loads that we got were also pretty dry, and we weren't paying for moisture or wet gravel. So this has got a little bit of tackiness to it, but not bad. I don't think it could get much drier. This is all class 5, 3/4 or 1 inch minus. So we still have a pretty good load here. Probably, there's probably 15 tons here still, and we'll use that to kind of dress up around these edges here. Didn't get real close with the skid loader. Wanted to be able to kind of dress that up at a later date, but I knew I was going to have some extra. So, and we probably won't, honestly. We got to clean up over here, and then back up on that slope over there. I kind of left that. That's red rock. You can see here in front of the barn. There we go. So we got pretty close to the doors here, but there's a little bit of handwork and whatnot to be done. The Mini X is sitting basically on the last little bit of new class 5 there. The fuel tank, that's sitting on the old dirt, so there's kind of the line there. So yeah, we'll take this last load of rock, clean this up, and hopefully next week when I'm back, we'll get the track back on. And all right, so I called the two repair shops. One guy doesn't make house calls, but gave me an idea of how to get the thing up on a trailer, which I'm just not comfortable doing. Something about chaining the trailer, or running a chain underneath the left side of the machine and up to the bucket, and then if you lift with the bucket, it'll pull that whole left side off the ground, and then you can use the right track to drive yourself up on the trailer. This thing being as wide as the trailer, that seemed a little sketchy, so wasn't going to do that. I can also call and have a wrecker come out, and they could load this thing up and just drag it up. That's a possibility. I'm guessing a off-road wrecker, even though this is kind of on-road, would be several $100s. So we kind of said, well, maybe that's not such a great idea either, because it's going to be, you know, a $300 travel fee to get the machine over to where it needs to be to get repaired, and then the hours of labor to get it fixed. So the other option is we have a case dealer here in town, or relatively close, I guess, and they have the service trucks that'll come out to you. So that guy is going to give me a call on Monday. We'll try and schedule something for Tuesday for them to come out here and put the track back on. They'll have, you know, the little crane on the truck. I'll have the case. I'll have the Case Mini X sitting here if they need an extra crane or something to kind of help it back on. But I'm guessing they're going to bring a couple of bigger jacks, put underneath this whole left side, get it up off the ground, and then, you know, with tire irons or something, get the track back on. So it's probably a 2 or 3 hour service call, but at, you know, 150 bucks an hour or whatever it's going to be, it's probably cheaper than having the wrecker come out and grab it and then paying somebody to put it on at their site or whatever. So so yeah, that's I guess kind of what we're up to. Unfortunate that we had the track come off, but I got the first load spread out, and you guys will see footage of that. Got the second load spread out, and that took us to about this maple tree. And then in between the third load coming, that's when the track came off. So we got it down here. I tried to mess with it up by the house where the track came off. Got it down here to try and, remember I had that swale in here. So I thought, well, maybe we can use that, kind of crawl up on that, and then the track kind of came completely off. So I got it limped over to where it is now. It's pretty much on level ground. And then the last two truckloads that came, you guys saw the one load, the third one, we were spread out completely with the Mini X. So it does pay to have a second piece of equipment when you're doing this kind of stuff, just in case something would happen. But yeah, pretty excited about the results here. We haven't had new gravel here for several years, and actually was able to talk to the truck driver. He's an older gentleman and knew the previous owners here, and said, you know, I said, basically we haven't, you know, I just had mud in front of the barn. I didn't have any rock anymore. And he kind of laughed. He goes, yeah, I don't think I probably hauled 3 loads out here in the last 40 years for gravel. So we're definitely due for a new driveway. So glad I was able to get that done. We're looking at just a little over $500 a load for class 5. So you guys can do the math on that. I think it was about $510, $515 a load, and about 22¼ to 22.8 tons. So, but yeah, that's what we got done today. I'll be out of town here the next few days, but yeah. looking forward to getting the skid loader fixed, and we'll get that land plane back on it, and then we'll get this thing really good and level. Probably still gonna get one more load of gravel. Like I said, after we get this spread out, this will kind of clean up around all the edges, and then we're gonna tailgate a new load from basically this edge all the way out the end of the driveway, and then whatever is left, we'll kind of leave in a pile here so we can top dress as needed. But really excited to have a new driveway. So, well guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day around the yard.